A shout out to Ge.Holla and
Hey, Ge.Holla, G.Holla.
Ge.Holla, show me the God here, man.
All y'all said entertainer, shout out my guy Ge.Holla.
Rocking right now with Ge.Holla, Celebrity Life.
Shout out to Ge.Holla, reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? This young lady is internationally known, internationally acclaimed. You know what I'm talking about? The Bay Area songwriter is determined to level up in her life and manifest all of her dreams with her looks, her voice, and a solid work ethic to match.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. Originally, I was born in Mumbai, and I moved over to the States when I was 6, and I've been raised in the Bay ever since. All the time. I remember where I used to live. I still have relatives there, and every time I go back, it's the place where I was initially raised. So I always get that feeling of I want to go back home, like I want to visit home. So yeah.
Ooh. Do you find that the nature there, when you're there, the sounds that you're attracted to, do you implement those inside of your music, like the beat of the drum, the hi-hats, just the different sounds? Have you done that yet when you implement your culture into the music from the past?
Yeah, absolutely. I think my introduction into the arts was Bollywood. And so I definitely always pull from that, whether it be the music or even just the visuals, the colors, the choreography. It's something that's always, I guess, a foundation of what I do.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. Cool if we get into your life a little bit more, if you don't mind. At the age of 6, when you're now in America, do you remember the stark differences, or were there like any cultural challenges for you switching from, country to country, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, it's two completely different societies, two completely different cultures, as you said. And yeah, language, that was a big thing. I refused to speak in English. I just remember that my very first teacher in the first grade wrote home like, oh, she's a good student, but she always replies back to us in Hindi, like y'all need to work on that at home, and yeah, just kind of getting used to being one of the only Indian kids in the area, and I guess learning to assimilate. I did end up in New Jersey, so that was culture shock still. When I came to California, it was like more of my people, but New Jersey was like, I didn't know where to look and who to relate to. So.
I know you got yo a lot. What's up, yo? How you doing, yo? What it is, yo?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I would put American food pretty low on the ladder when it comes to food. Because like, I mean, if you've had Indian food, like you can't get past it. Like Indian food is next level. I would always put Indian food on top, but I feel like I am quite a foodie. Like I love to try new things. So yeah, but Indian food always number one for me.
Even in America, when they like say like certain places they have like Italian, I'm gonna do the air quotes, or they do like Mexican, and it's like that's not authentic. That's our version of.
No, I mean it's good. Sometimes you crave it, but would I hold it against like Indian food? No, I wouldn't. But I'm biased, obviously. We use a ton of spices in everything, and spice doesn't always equate to spicy, right? So our food, even the simplest of our food, has the most deepest, rich flavor. It has a lot of layers. I feel like you could take an element that we eat every single day at home and you can study it, from the very base spices to the ingredients that we use, and realize just how detailed and beautiful it is. And so I hold Indian food very highly with pride because there's just so much that goes into just the simplest of things.
Let's talk about a little bit about the music. Now, you're in America, you live in a new life, you know, and you're hearing the different style of music. Maybe you possibly haven't really heard before. How does that work with you? Like, who are some people that you're gravitating to? Is there new music that hits your ears? Like, did you get a chance to hear hip hop back in the day? Like, tell us about your musical journey.
Yeah. So, I mean, as I said before, Bollywood has always been like widely played in the home, and it was my first introduction to the arts, music, dance, all of that. But obviously, since growing up in the Bay, I did hear a lot of hip hop, R&B, anything that was on the radio. Like that was what I was digesting when I was outside the home. But I also grew up with K-pop. I've been a huge fan of K-pop, and I feel like I gravitated towards K-pop because it has a lot of similarities to Bollywood when it comes to the colors and the choreography and the visuals. So I had like three different genres of, or like three different cultures of music that has always been kind of like the pyramid to what supported my artistic journey. And I do tend to pull from all three of them. I know for like, you know, American pop and what was on the radio, my idol has always been Rihanna. I look up to her so highly, even beyond the music, just her as a person, how she represents herself. She's definitely someone that I would love to emulate or like look up to. But yeah, K-pop, Bollywood, American pop, these three have been my foundation.
Is there any particular part of the culture in America that you really truly like? Like, is there something that you experienced over here which you could now say it may not be up there with the Indian food, you know, but I'll put it at number 2 or number 3?
Yeah. You know, honestly, I feel like there are aspects of the culture that have just shaped who I am, you know, like growing up out here, the friends that I have, it has exposed me to a lot of different cultures. And, you know, America's a melting pot. And I feel like that's probably the one thing that I appreciate the most is the exposure that I have gotten to different cultures. You know, just not just Indian, not just like Asian, but outside of that, whether it be Latin, whether it be African American, you know, like all of these different cultures have allowed me to have a bigger worldview, essentially.
It's the master plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about Masterplan. Tell me about the journey. How did it come about? Why did you put it together? Things of that nature. Give us the whole story.
Yeah. So I grew up listening to Shasha. He's a massive producer in K-pop and K-R&B. And I remember I used to sing the songs that he's worked on in like high school with my friends. And so I put my debut EP out in 2022, and he happened to have an opportunity to listen to it, which was crazy already. But then I remember I was kind of just like poking around, and I was just like, hey, like, do you want to work with me maybe on some new stuff? And he agreed. So I was like, oh my God, okay. All right, let's do this. So then I remember he was going to be in town in LA for a little bit. And so him, my good friend and co-writer, Corey Glattman, and we just hunkered down in the studio for like 3 days and just got creative. And Masterplan was the first of 3 singles that we worked on. And it was like, you know, when you're in that creative flow and you have 3 very passionate people in the room, it just like pours out. That's what Masterplan was. I feel like we sat down and knocked that out in like an hour. And yeah, it was, I had some stuff that I wanted to say and I put it down and they helped me kind of shape it. And Cha let me become a sponge around him and just learn so much from him because he's so humble and so passionate. And I want to be someone like that when I'm that far into my career. And yeah, it was just amazing. That's how Masterplan kind of
I need a cha-cha beat, boy.
Wake up in the morning, put my Gucci slides on. Monogram Louis silk robe on my body. Yeah, my vision's clean, luxury, I'm a don. And I'm in this rapping now, but my mind sees Bugatti. She's so in demand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Live on by Japan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stacking up them bands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a master plan. I'ma make it happen, believe, believe. This pretty little body of bees, bees. Causing everything that she sees, sees. Selling out arenas, making $1 million deals. If we talking business, put my time on your bill. That's the type of woman that I'm out here trying to be. Speaking to existence, work it to reality. She's so in demand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Living by Japan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stacking up them bands. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a master plan. I'ma make it happen, believe, believe. This pretty little body of bees, bees. Causing everything that she sees, sees. I'ma make it happen, believe, believe. This pretty little body of bees, bees. Causing everything that she sees, sees.
Yeah, she in demand, yeah. Shooters on the block, shooting shots like shooters on the block. Flew by the flock, but you way too fly, can't let it slide, no. She love it when I drop new songs, so she can make it drop, sink or swim in those legs. Yeah, dreaming she passionate. I need a safe with a Rex in it. She in the bag, I put cash in it. Standing ovation, I'm clapping it. Okay, I'm teed up, I'm about to swing. You know that stroke on PGA. On them, oh, you got plans, I'm a DVA. But it's all part of the plan, okay? Look, part of my G, see the way that we play. And the cards ain't common to see you a palm on the beach. Lost for the feet, cause I'm bound mine outside. All you do is enlarging the screen. Better step right when you talking to me. Or that go from me, gon' be flooding the streets. I don't talk cheap, see I talk for the feet. Gonna sell later, BK, where you find me?
I'ma make it happen, believe, believe. This pretty little body of bees, bees. Causing everything that she sees, sees. I'ma make it happen, believe, believe. This pretty little body of bees, bees. Causing everything that she sees, sees.
Hey, that's dope. Thank you for sharing that with us. You know, and you're very inspiring already at the beginning stages of your career. I guess it's just everything that's that you built upon. Like people say, stand on business. Everything that's business about you is well put together. It's well designed. Your destiny path is to be great and to be heard by people throughout in the world. I bet your whole entire life, ever since you were 6 when you landed here, you've only really thought about creating the music, creating the beautiful sounds of nature that's within you, hearing that eternal voice that's what's inside of your mind and your whole endocrine body system, to whereas you want to produce and show people and give people good tunes to dance to vibe with, to come together in unity and love and happiness.
Absolutely. I think that good energy and those good vibrations, like as much as I like Sad Girl Summer and like all these sad girl songs, like there's something else about just having people smile and dance and, you know, like really get into it that I want to be a part of. Yeah. I think that also comes from being from the Bay. Like Bay Area really knows how to do that well.
They do. And you're the perfect blend of that. You know, you're so glamorous at the same time. You're humble and like the everyday person. Those are the most awesome people, in my opinion, that exist on this planet. Like you're you are a star that's attainable to be able to walk up to be able to bond with. You know what I'm saying? Like when they always say never meet your heroes because you'll be disappointed. But you're not. You're gonna be somebody's hero and they're gonna be proud to meet you. They're gonna be like, man, I'm kicking it with crew, man. She's outside with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely a goal of mine for sure. Yeah.
See, it's written all over you. So, two more questions. I won't hold you too much longer. Crew, I was looking for you on social media. I saw where it said you had a TikTok, but I went to TikTok and I couldn't find it. So I want to make sure that people will be able to find you. What's your social media?
So Instagram is at Crew Music, KRU Music, and TikTok is Hot Chocolate Barbie.
That's why I couldn't find you. They switched it up.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a little fun with the TikToks.
What do you do on TikTok? What's your social media presence like?
Honestly, I just have fun on TikTok. I feel like Instagram is so curated and it has like the highly like edited and beautiful stuff. And I feel like on TikTok, I can just wake up one morning, drink my coffee, and rant about stuff that annoys me. You know, like the two different sides of my personality. I feel like the TikTok is the real everyday side of Crew, and Instagram is like artist Crew.
Well, you know, I'm a real person. Let's talk some realness.
Yeah, exactly.
What gets on your nerve? What gives you the icks? What just grinds your gears? What are some things you just drink your coffee to and be like, blah?
Arrogant people. I absolutely despise arrogant people. Because you can be confident, but there is a fine line between confidence and arrogance. And when people cross over that and they're like, I'm too good for you, I'm like, okay, bye. Not for me. You're right. Maybe you are too good for me. I'm out. Thank you. Arrogant people and shitty drivers in LA. I can't do that. I've been here for too long, and I feel like I am now a bad driver because in LA you drive to survive. Yeah. But that's just like it's the short list. Yeah.
Well, never come to Atlanta because you will jump out your car and start walking. Is that Crew walking?
You know, I guess every city has its bad pockets of drivers.
What's your message of today?
I think my message is I'm just trying to spread happiness and kindness and positive energy when I feel like the world just always needs that. And I'm also hoping to be a voice, not just for myself, but for other girls and people that look like me, a brown girl. And I hope to find support, and I hope to find a family in that creatively through people that want to support me and want to help elevate my voice so that other voices can be elevated as well. Yeah, Pilot was my debut EP. It was essentially me trying to figure out what I was capable of in a studio, in a professional space. It was my first time being in a professional songwriting setting. It was my first time working with people that have been in the industry already. And yeah, it was just me getting in front of the mic and seeing what I'm about. And, you know, following into Inevitable, my second EP with Masterplan, I have 2 more singles coming out later this summer as well. One of which Cha-Cha himself is going to hop on, has an amazing, beautiful, sensual, very vulnerable verse, which I'm super excited for people to hear. And I feel like this EP kind of encapsulates my confidence as an artist now that I've kind of stepped into what I'm capable of. And I'm just super excited for people to hear it.
So it's gonna be dope. I know everything that you touch will do what it's supposed to do, and it's going to polarize and galvanize and enter the airways and the headspace of those who truly, truly need it. I often say, my opinion, artists are like, you guys are like doctors, you're like lawyers, you're like therapists, like prophets, in the sense of the frequency of the music that you're creating will carry people through its entire life. Whether it's dancing, whether it's a little bit sad, whether it's reality, whether it's fantasy fiction, it doesn't matter. Your art in itself will help somebody else make it through their day. And I think that's a very, very powerful thing and a lot of responsibility. And like they say in Spider-Man, with great responsibility comes a great story of a wonderful shero, and her name is Crew.
Absolutely. I do have some remixes of Masterplan coming out next week on the 21st. I will have a Ge.Holla and D-Tag remix of Masterplan dropping. And later in the summer, I will also have a Tony Moran and Shosh remix coming. So keep an eye out for that for people that like to go to clubs and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I appreciate you. I would love for you to do a hip hop version of Masterplan. I like to hear you do a little rap. You ain't gotta do too much, you know, just a little Monica when she was doing when you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's the one thing I can safely say I suck at. So I'm not gonna attempt it. But if someone else wants to hop on and do that for me, please.
What's up, Rihanna? We're gonna put this out there. Rihanna, we know you said you retired, right? We need you to come spit some bars on Crew.
I think I would just pass away and give the song to Rihanna if that happened. Yeah.
That would be awesome. I would love something like that to happen for you. You know, that would be really dope because you really deserve it. Really, truly are an amazing person. And I say that from the heart too. Numbers are the gateway to the spirit world, or to the ether, or to the quantum, whatever people want to put the term on it. I want to choose the number 7 because we can find the number 7 throughout all holy writings. It doesn't matter if it's the Bible, the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita, the pyramid text, the coffin text, whatever your religion or spirituality is, we find that the number 7 is embedded in all of that, including in reality. Then when we take the number 7, if we mirror it, it turns into a right angle. And everything in life, like buildings and corners and things of that nature, even your body, is built off of right angles, you know, everything. So, Crew. Also, we choose the number 7 because we find if people are into the Bible, if they read that, it says that God created the world in 7 days and rested on the Sabbath, rested on the Sabbath. Some people say their Sabbath or their holy days is Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day. It's your thing. You do what you do. I'm not going to stand in your way. So, Crew, I want to challenge you today by stamping you with the number 7, giving you godlike abilities to create in this game. You are tasked to find 7 artists in history. That is because we're going on the Masterplan World Tour by Crew. I want to know what 7 artists, living or dead. So if you choose Michael Jackson, you get the whole Jackson family. Janet, Rebbie, everybody, LaToya. You know what I'm saying? Crew, what 7 people, living or dead, would you take on the Masterplan World Tour?
Oh, man, that's impossible.
Come on, girl.
I mean, firstly, I have to say Michael Jackson. I feel like he was definitely, he showed me what it means to be an artist when I was like 9, you know, first looking up videos on YouTube. So yeah, definitely Michael Jackson. Rihanna for sure. Has to be Rihanna. I would say if I were to go into like the K-pop world, I would say Blackpink. I absolutely adore Blackpink. Tinashe. I love Tinashe. I feel like that would be a vibe. Oh, damn, this is so difficult. So I'm actually a huge fan of Japanese rock. And I feel like one of my favorite all-time artists is Eve. If you guys don't know, definitely go check them out. In the K-R&B world, I would say Crush. Go check him out for sure. And okay, this does not match anything but Mariah Carey. That's 7.
Ding, 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 ding. And check this out. I'm gonna give you one alternate you can bring with you as a surprise guest, and no one knows who they're going to be. They could be living or dead from any generation. It does not matter. Who's that one secret artist you're gonna bring?
Say the artist that would probably be like my idol of all idols, Lata Mangeshkar. She's an Indian songstress, incredible artist. She just passed recently, but yeah, Lata Mangeshkar.
Absolutely. And the reason why we chose the number 8 crew was because we know, like, when we study numerology and numbers and things of that nature, number 8, it symbolizes the DNA sequence when we look at it. But when you take it and you turn it this way, it turns into infinity. And that's why people wear bow ties across their throat chakra. So may your voice forever be spoken throughout all of the halls and all of the walls and the earth, and may it eternally reign within the system of each man and woman that's born, even long after you and I are gone again, and they'll rediscover you and you can live again, because people, they say in African spirituality, to speak someone's name even after they pass away gives them life, and they can live again. So may your words and your music and your essence and your beauty forever reign and lives again even long after we're gone from here.
I'm learning so much. Hi, I'm Crew, and I'm on My Celebrity Life show with Ge.Holla. check this out. Well, thank you so much for having me. This was so wonderful. I hope to perform later this year soon, so I will keep y'all posted on Instagram. So make sure to follow and check that out.